Title: Ida for canceling my boyfriend's job interview because he was using me to relocate. I, 27F, have been dating Jake, 30M, for about 9 months. We met through mutual friends and things moved fast. He's charming, funny, and ambitious, but recently I started noticing patterns that made me question his motives. I live in Chicago and have a great job, apartment, and support system here. Jake, on the other hand, was living in a small town in Indiana when we met. About 4 months into our relationship, he started talking about how much better the opportunities were in Chicago and how convenient it was that he now had a reason to move here. Me. At first, I was flattered. Then I realized he never talked about us moving in together or making long term plans, just about how Chicago had better jobs, bars, and networking. He asked to stay at my place for a couple of weeks while he job hunted. That was 2 months ago. He never offered to help with rent or groceries, and he's been treating my place like his crash pad. Here's where it gets tricky. A friend, a friend of mine works at a well-known tech firm and had a position open. Jake asked me to put in a word, so I did, somewhat reluctantly. He got an interview. But then I overheard a phone conversation where he literally said, "Once I get this job, I can find my own place and actually start living in Chicago how I want. It's nice having me here to help, but I didn't plan on staying in a relationship just for that." I was stunned. I confronted him. He tried to spin it as I didn't mean it like that, but it was too late. So I emailed my friend and pulled my recommendation. I was professional and didn't badmouth Jake, just said I was no longer comfortable being his reference. The interview was canceled. Jake lost it. He said I sabotaged his future, called me a narcissist, and packed his stuff that night. Before leaving, he said, and I quote, "Don't be surprised when you're 35 and still single because you clearly don't know how to support a man." I just stared at him and said, "I'm not here to support a man. I'm here to build a life with someone who's already standing." He slammed the door and hasn't contacted me since. Some friends say I was petty. Others say I dodged a bullet. So, Reddit, Ada,